Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about one of the features that is the most hyped in a long time on FIFA. It's FC now, obviously, but one of the most hyped ever, to be honest, and people seem to be really liking it. We are talking about evolution. So to find this, you go to Club Evolutions. Let's take a look at it. I've already done a few of these. There's been 6 so far. There was a welcome to Evolutions, which gave you a +1 to everything on your player. There's a Founders one. I don't know if that's 100% just now available, or if it was just for the people who played during the Ultimate Edition week. And then these ones I haven't done yet. I looked into these, and we will look in this video at some of the best options in general, and talk about them. And I'll show you on a website where you can look into this and build them yourself from there. One thing to note about evolution is when you pick one. So if I did this relentless winger one, I could only do it once. And then when you go here to my evolutions, once you put a player into it, that's the one you are working on. You can have more than one. So let's say this says 9 days it expires in. These two expire in 9 days as well. If they expire, then I would be able to buy them before or just start them on a player and work on them. But you can't work on one, but more than one at the same time. But you can have them in there ready to go, if that makes sense. You have to just pick which one you want. I think that, honestly, and people might not like this, might disagree with me, right now I think they're a bit overhyped. But I do think they have a lot of potential. I think Evolution's done well, could be great for the game. My only worry is just that EA don't care enough to promote it a lot, because they think if they make them too good, people aren't going to spend money. Because if these are, but I guess that's where they could make it so you do have to do more of these expensive ones. I just hope that it's not a case of the only way to get really good ones is to spend money. I want there to be lots of good free ones, but I'm a bit concerned. One thing that I really love about FC so far is the play styles. I think that's brilliant. I think it definitely changed how the game plays. It's noticeable. I just worry that the special cards they're bringing out, they're not putting any play styles on them. I really hope it's not the only way to get them for evolutions. You can see here you can get Relentless through the Relentless Winger one. Obviously, I hope that the way that they do it, we do get chance to do evolutions and put playstyles on people. But as of now, I honestly think the problem with the the evolutions, is that they're just too limited. You can this one, the max rate player you could do was 79. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today, the best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. Max rated here was 80 and he had to be really slow. Max rated here you could get any midfielders to was an 84. And this one was pretty good, getting a few play styles. Don't get me wrong, I understand we're not going to be getting a 95 rated player for free for Evolutions early on. I get that. But they've not really given us too many details about the process of, okay, if you say, did Perisic now, you're going to be able to just keep putting him in throughout the year. From what I've gathered, you can. The challenges so far do not seem too bad. Just play and win and score a few. They honestly don't seem that bad to me. I think they're pretty reasonable. It's not a ridiculous grind. Obviously, that could change. EA said we will get 12 in Season 1. There's 4 here. There was 2 others. How long's left in the season? It should say. Let's have a look. 33 days. So that's basically another 7 weeks. 5 weeks or so. So we should be getting at least 1 and slightly more than that a week for now. I'll show you the cards I've done. I did Jewel Brand from Wolfsburg, the Bundesliga Female League. Very good when she has what you call a chemistry style at 3. She's very, very good. Lacks the skill moves, which she's saying, but she has pretty good play styles as well. Ollie Watkins did the welcome one on just to start my team off of. I should have done the strike one on him really, but I'd already upgraded him. But Ollie Watkins, that was decent. I'm not saying these are like the best, most meta possible ones you could physically dream of and do, but I do like that I do like that you can upgrade players you like. I just think right now it is very restrictive and it's got a lot of potential. I just hope that it doesn't end up becoming a case of the curve of cards getting released is so far ahead of evolutions that most of these are just, it makes players you like in real life that maybe aren't usable. You can just make them a bit usable, but they're still not great. I want these cards to be able to stick with the curve, especially if we start getting charged for a lot. I just hope that it doesn't end up being a case of the only ones that we're getting from EA are really expensive, and then the ones that are free are rubbish. But we'll have a quick look on one of the FUT websites. We'll talk about Evolution, show some good examples of some of the current ones that are out. So here we are on one of the big FUT websites, fut.gg. A lot of good FUT websites, FUTWiz, FUTBin, FUTGG. I tend to use FUTBin for player prices and SBCs. I tend to use FUTWiz when I'm looking, filtering for players. I think their filter's very good. And when I'm putting chemistry on players. And I tend to use FUTGG when I'm getting assets for players for things like tier lists. And I really like the way they've done evolutions as well. So we can see here evolutions, and they've got a really good system on here where you can basically go into it and look at some of the best players and look how they're going to come out and look upgrade wise. Welcome to evolutions. This one I've already done. Apparently that expires in 34 days. Does it say the founder one? I know the founder one expired 77, so you can do this until November basically. I think no, it's longer than November now. I thought it was only November founder stuff was a thing, but this Founders one's one of the best in my opinion because it gives you a week for. The Welcome to Evolutions is just a +1 to everything. The max level player you can put it on someone who's 80, so it does limit a bit. So I don't think that's that good. But that's just a +1 to everything. This one, I guess they weren't going to let you put it on like Mbappe, basically an informed Mbappe. This Pacey Protector one, we'll look into that. So here we are looking at the Pacey Protector one. There is a lot of players eligible for this. You can see it gets a +2, puts their pace up 15, and then a lot of physicality, defending and passing. That is a very good upgrade. The way I would do it would be I would filter by pace. I would look for like 61 pace or so. Look for some of the highest pace players. So they're still, you want them to have high pace by the end of it. And then just look through that. So like Chiellini's pretty good. This guy's not bad. Matip, Zuma, Umtiti, Gabriel Paulista, Badashai, Diop. Look at the ones that are pretty quick. And from there, I would say start to pick ones that suit your chemistry, the way you want it to build. Like I said, I don't think these are actually that great. Like, none of these are going to be top tier players, and I think at the moment the restrictions are so harsh and the evolutions aren't that special. That's my opinion. Now this one here, 50,000 coins or 1,000 FIFA points or FC points. I mean, that's quite expensive. To get a card that's 50,000 coins and better than tradable ones, there's not many options. One of the big ones is Ansu Fati. A lot of people have been looking at Ansu Fati. We'll look through some of just the higher rated ones. Eze is definitely a good option. Perisic, a bit slower than a lot of the others, but he has very good weak foot. Bergwijn, Olga Carmona, if you want a very good left back, that makes her very good. Raspadori is not bad because he's 4-5. Let's keep looking. Ansu Fati is one of the really popular ones because it has to be a 79. A lot of people have been putting this on Ansu Fati after they've put a welcome on, and it gets your Ansu Fati to an 85. He's actually pretty insane. Then he gets ridiculous dribbling. I think Ansu Fati is probably the best all round in my opinion. And then Jota from the Saudi league is very, very good because he's able to get 5-star skills. I think Jacob Ramsey's pretty good from Villa as a centre mid. Emil Smith-Rowe's not bad. So you can see there's a lot of very good options when we look at it, to be honest. In terms of the others, Golden Globe, there is a lot you could do on that. Just pick basically a bronze player that you think would be decent. This Minu, I really don't get all the hype around him. 2-star weave, it's just okay card. Golden Globe, you can do it more on good gold cards, but you could also take these. Players that have already been using evolution could be used again. I mean, that's pretty cool. For the Founders one, this is the best one in my opinion. Eligible players. What were they eligible? They have to be minimum 75, max 83, and it takes them up +2, and they have to have striker as position, and then max 91 pace. When you look at eligible players, you want to generally be going, in my opinion, for someone fast anyway. Vlahovic wasn't too bad. Havertz is an okay all-round option. Ferran Torres is one I've seen a lot of people do. Werner's very good, giving him 5-star weak foot. Nikita Paris, I think it's Nikita. Yeah, it is. She's very, very good because remember, this gives them a 5-star weak foot if they are, or gives them a +1. So if they have a 4-star, yes, she's very, very good. Beto was a popular one. Jill Brand's one I did. Blackstenius was pretty good. Terrier's not bad. So you can see Dan June was probably the most popular I've seen because he's 4-4 Prem, good links. So you can see there's a lot of good options. Right now, I like evolutions, but I just need to see some good ones and make it so he is just not ripping us off all the time with these. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like evolutions? What are your thoughts on it so far? Appreciate you guys watching as always. Keep it spicy. See you guys next one. Peace.